Good morning and welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. We continue with the program. Very, very exciting. International model agent Dwight Peters will be hosting model castings in search of the next supermodel to add to his pool of international modeling talent. And guess what? He's here to tell us all about it. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Vernon. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. We're very excited about this initiative. Here it is. You're providing a platform for young talent, upcoming talent, to have this international platform.
And it's important to get an idea of what Saint International is about. We are the leading modeling agency within the region. Currently, I have models appearing in the Gucci campaign. I just had a male model during the last Male Model Fashion Week in Paris, who has been ranked by Vogue as one of the top 10 faces of the future. We have been featured by Forbes magazine. We have been featured by the New York Times and many other publications as the major players from the region in that regard. So here I am in wonderful Trinidad and Tobago, and I am looking for new prospects for the international market. It's important we also understand that this is a business. You know, sometimes people believe it's just a frivolous kind of pursuit, but it's not. And I believe in terms of, you know, look at wonderful, beautiful women like yourselves, the features are there. I can find the next stars right here. Our infrastructural connections globally is also very important. You know, just in March, we created history when we had 8 Jamaican models, all from Saint International, walking for Balenciaga in Paris. And it was groundbreaking on many fronts. It is one of the reasons, too, why we came to the attention, like for Forbes magazine, who really, we could say, called us or anointed us the world's biggest exporter of black models. Since 2000, we have exported over 100 models all across the world. So it's a very strong legacy of glamour, you could say, that we want to continue. And I've been asked from time to time, you know, why don't you go to the other islands? And I decided it had to be the right time. And for me, the right time is now. I have the right team in place. You know, Brian, Matthew, Crystal Cunningham, my Trinity team. And they have been doing an extraordinary job to make sure things come together for the searches this weekend. Crystal actually was one of my older models. Found her in Barbados at the time, sent her to South Africa. She did very, very well. And it's wonderful to see what she's doing now. I have 2 new talent, Fariel Ali Khan and Isaiah James, who I'm going to be really focusing on their trainees, and I think they have a very, very bright future. I'm starting Fariel in the Miami market. She's with MP Models there, and I think she's going to do wonderfully.
This is so exciting. What are you looking for exactly?
That's the question I always get. It's a little tricky because to my mind, there is no particular look, but I tell people when I see it, I know it. So, for example, you know, Tammy Williams, who is our, you know, her world superstar now, our international supermodel, who was on Calvin Klein campaign, Gucci campaign, Dolce & Gabbana campaign. When I saw Tammy, I mean, at first she was like 5'7", 5'8", only 12 years old, and then her mom brought her back when she was 14, and she sprung up. But then her features were so refined in terms of her nose, the profile of her face, you know, dark chocolate complexion. And I said to my assistant then, I think we have one of the best models we've ever seen in decades. And here she is celebrating that status. So for me, I want young ladies 5 feet 8 inches and taller, between the ages of 15 to 22. If you're under the age of 18, you must be accompanied by an adult. Gentlemen must be 6 feet to 6 feet 4. And then everything else goes with it. You know, what your features are like. There's no complexion thing. There's no weight thing. It's just the measurements. And personality is very, very important. You know, one of the things too, it's really important we talk about this. In this business, I recognized from a very early stage that I had to make Saint a different kind of modeling agency. And that's one of the reasons Brian and Crystal insisted I start coming to Trinidad, because people believe too that models it's a free-for-all, they're not protected. I can tell you, we have the strongest reputation because of that. Many of the clients we work with us because of that. And for me, I must go to the grave with my integrity. And so I stand by my reputation. You know, parents can rest assured. Of course, there might be situations where we say to a parent, you will have to travel with a child. You know, and it's not about being doubtful of what could happen, because how we find it now, a lot of the agencies international, they operate like families. And that's why I applaud them, and that's why I work with them. So whether it's in New York, London, Milan, or Paris, these are agents that I can trust with my models. You know, many of my models call me pops because, you know, you have to create that whole fatherly kind of protective scope for them. And so here I am in Trinidad, and I'll tell Trinidad for sure I'll make them proud. So guys, girls, come out. And there's no, I mean, we're not necessarily looking for a professional model who wants to go international. That's not what this is about. It's about fresh faces. There are no fees. We're charging no fees. It's free, so anyone can come. And importantly, no experience is necessary. So, you know, sometimes people believe, you know, I'm going to start in terms of how do you dress to come? That's what people tend to ask sometimes. And I say, just come as you are, natural. You know, in fashion, we want a blank canvas, as we say. So we don't want you necessarily to come with the makeup and the eyelashes, or you go put in contacts and, you know, heels. Just come as you are. But preferably wear black, you know, black fitted jeans, nothing too skimpy, nothing revealing. Reputation is very important in fashion. So we try to maintain the dignity, the poise, the elegance of the image that we're looking for. In terms of ambition too, you know, we want young people who are aspiring. They must want something in life, and we will develop the courage and the confidence and the pizzazz that goes with that. But we want to make sure that they want to, you know, they are very ambitious, they are willing to work hard, they are professionals, and they understand that this is a business at the end of the day. And so Trinidad and Tobago, I'm here. So on Saturday, when we start Trinidad North. We're going to be at Paprika, St. Clair. On Sunday, we are at the mall, and that's the Gulf City Mall, yes. Right? Gulf City Mall, and it's at 12 noon. We start at 12 noon. And then on Monday, I go to Tobago. I couldn't leave Tobago out of the picture. And of course, Brian and Crystal would not have it any other way. You must go to Tobago. So Tobago, I'm coming, and hopefully we're going to be at the Gulf City Mall, Laurellands in Tobago on Monday. So it's 3 days. It's a big project for me. Invested quite a bit. You know, I'm here courtesy of Copa Airlines, thanks to Copa. And thanks to you as media for supporting the initiative. But I'm very, very excited to find the next supermodel from Trinidad and Tobago. Here, St. International is here. We're looking, and we hope we can find the talent, the extraordinary talent, who will go on to walk the runways of the world. You know, the Calvin Kleins, the Pradas, the Balenciagas, the Gucci's. And also, importantly, as we say at St. International, change lives, expand horizons.
How many models are you hoping to find?
I don't just want to give anything away. The reality of it is, some people may have the height, some people may not necessarily have the look. Okay. It's a whole lot of components that must come together. I'm looking for as many as I can find. I'm not going to put a limit on it. Okay. You know, it might be 2, it might be 20. Once it is that they have all the elements together, the personality, the look, the body, the height, and the family support, which is very important, we're ready to make them stars.
Is there a registration process before you actually come to be
When
screened?
you get to the venue, you will, of course, see my team. You know, Brian will be there, Brian Matthew, Crystal will be there, and some of my other models will be turning out to support. So you will be guided and directed where to go, what to do. But it's a very quick process. I don't need anybody to walk like they're on the runway. I just want to see people. I mean, don't shave the eyebrows, that kind of thing. Just come as you are. Like I said, a fitted black jeans, a fitted black top, and you're good to go.
Okay, and for ladies, 5'8"?
5 feet 8 inches tall or taller, and for guys, 6 feet and taller.
Okay, and the ages?
14 to 22, 23.
All right, great. It's very, very exciting. Is there a cost to attend?
No, absolutely no cost to attend. So come on out in your hundreds. I'm really serious about finding a supermodel from Trinidad and Tobago.
And this first event takes place at Paprika?
Paprika on Saturday. On Sunday, we're at the Gulf City Mall, St. Clair. No, not St. Clair.
Gulf City is in South.
South, yes. Right, because Trinidad's South. And then on Monday, we go to Tobago.
What time in Paprika?
12 noon for all the searches.
Okay, wonderful.
12 noon, so come on out.
Is there a number to call for further information by any chance?
I don't recall Brian's number.
Okay.
But what you can do is check Instagram. Saint Model Search TT, and you'll see the information. And also, you can go on the Saint Models JA Instagram page and follow what's happening and see our models dominating the international scene.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Absolute
very, very
pleasure.
exciting times.
And
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much
having
for
me.
being here and giving us this opportunity.
I'm excited. Trinidad and Tobago turned out.
I would have been too if I qualified. Both ways, height and age. All right, but we take a short break. A lot more when we return. Stay tuned.